of Music with Ryan. Thanks for joining me. As you just saw, I played through a couple solos for White Freightliner Blues. Whew, a lot of notes there, playing pretty fast, and a lot going on, obviously, so certainly an advanced arrangement. This was a request from a new premium member, kind of put me on my toes a little bit, because it's a big tune and it's always played pretty fast, and I kind of wanted to build up a solo a little bit. And so I took 2 passes around at it, so it's about 50 measures of music. Took me a few hours to write it up, but it was a lot of fun, and you know, get to have fun creating the arrangement and thinking about things. And we get up on the neck, as you've seen a little bit. We work way up, even on the 10th and 12th fret. We're working out of our F shape for the C and the D chord, and so we work on getting up the neck and getting down the neck as well. This video lesson, if you'd like to purchase the full-length version as just a preview here, you can click the link below or up above, wherever you're watching, and it'll shoot you on my website, and there you can purchase the full-length version. It'll be about an hour of video. It'll come with PDF tabs for both arrangements, of course, and 5 backing tracks, so it can really work your speeds up from pretty slow all the way up to that was about 220 beats a minute, what you just saw there in the intro. Okay, and if you really like the way I approach learning and teach, and you like my song selection, there's another link down there about being a member at my site, and for a yearly or monthly fee, you can access my whole library of over 300 lessons. I've got a video exchange program, I've got beginner courses and rhythm courses, so a lot of stuff to check out if you're kind of digging the way I teach, and, you know, yeah, the songs I choose and my library and so forth. So anyway, we're going to start walking through this a little bit, give you a taste how it's going to go. Thanks for watching. Hang on tight. Here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and start breaking down White Freightliner Blues here. We've got a lot of measures to cover, like I said, over or almost 50 measures here, kind of 2 times through. And of course, like this first about 8 bars or so is going to be pretty basic, hitting the melody, and then we'll ramp up and get more complicated as we go. But so we are in the key of G, but it does start on the C chord, so it starts on the 4, okay? So not to be confused, but we are in the key of G, but the vocal line and everything kind of starts on the C, or the 4 chord. And any markings on the bottom of the staff are pick directions. Watch those closely, and any markings on the top of the staff, like little numbers, will be left-hand fingerings, which there will be a few. So let me play the first 4, and then we'll break them down. So here they are. So 1, 2. Okay, by far the easiest 4 measures of the piece, okay? Alright, so, and I'm going to move kind of along, try to move along a little quicker than I usually do. My lessons are pretty methodical for the most part. But I'm gonna, it's just a lot to cover, and so I am gonna kind of move along. You know, I'm still breaking things down, but I'm gonna move on a little faster than usual. So I got a little pickup there, starting on beat 2, and that's on the open D, and the 1st fret D, quarter notes there. And then I get into my C shape, and then 2nd fret D, the open G, and I strum a C chord, and back to the 2nd fret D. I got a 0-2 hammer on the G string there, and it's going to be a quick hammer on. You see there's 16th notes, okay? So 1 and it's tied over. So anytime we have a note in parentheses, that means it's tied over 2. We don't play it, all right? That's why there's no pick direction below it. So that hammer on will be kind of quick, okay? Next measure is just open G twice, strum, and D string. D string 2nd fret, and you're already there. Alright, so all 4 of those measures, again, they're pretty easy compared to the rest of the piece here. So 1, 2. One more time, a little quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. starting out really in like almost like a little Carter style thing to kind of start this solo. Again, it's so long, I want to save all my licks and all my tricks, you know, down the line. I don't want to use them all up, so I'm starting really basic with my solo, hitting the melody on the head to really, you know, give it some, I don't want to say authority, but kind of letting people know it's my turn to solo, so to speak, and I know what I'm doing, I know where the melody is, and then we can get fancy as we go. So, all right, next few measures. All right, so measures 5, 6, and 7 sound like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I ended on the downbeat of measure 8 there, so open G. That again. Ready, go. Okay. So measure 5 there. Again, I'm still within that C shape, and 0-2 hammer on the G, then open G, 0-2 hammer on the D, open G, back to a quarter note on the D string. Okay, so really watch your right hand, little syncopation there. Down, down, up, up, down. Kind of just really bouncing between the G and the D string there a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then next measure, go back to the G chord, but I'm going to play the open D. There's going to be a quarter note there, and then it's going to be, I'm going to get up to the 5th fret on the A, be a quick slide, and that'll be a quarter note 2, and then I'm going to do a little drone on it. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so I'm bouncing between the open D and the 5th fret A. It's a D note. They're both D notes. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so quarter note, 3 and 4, and then the next measure I'm gonna land on the open D. Okay, so kind of finishing that phrase. Okay, and then I got a little G run here. And I'll just end on the open G. That's measure 8 to kind of finish that phrase. So 1, then open A, 1, 2 slide, open D, 2, 0 pull on the D. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and we're gonna be doing that G run throughout the piece a little bit. That pretty much that same G run in a couple different places. If I back up a measure, 6 and 7, ready, go. Actually hammered on the 1 to 2 on the A string. That works too. You can hammer it on. I mean, sliding or hammering on, very, very subtle difference, but certainly can be done. And I back up. Let's do all 3 measures now. 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, my fault. 1, 2, again, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, for some reason I want to hammer that 1 to 2 today instead of sliding it. They both work. They both totally work. Kind of depends on the day sometimes. Sometimes a little slicker when you slide it. I guess pun intended, I guess, if that's a pun. But cool. So those, let's move on to the next few measures. They sound like this. Measure 8. Getting back, we're still on the G chord. Okay, so kind of officially ending that phrase, I guess, and then getting back in to the melody. So this is kind of measure. It's kind of a filler measure. Open G, strum, then 0-2 2 hammer on the D, open D, 2nd fret, A, then down to the low G note there, 3rd fret, and then a strum. And then I'm going to do the same kind of pickup back into the C chord. 0, 1 on the D. 1, 2, ready, go. And then get back to the C chord. I'm kind of just bouncing off between the D and the G there, kind of changing up the rhythm a little bit of the melody, you know, having a little rhythmic theme or motif, if you will. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. So again, we have the tie there. The open G is tied in the middle. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So there's a double up in there. And it kind of has a little bit of a bounce to it when you're getting up the tempo, or a little pocket that you want to fall into. Okay. So all 3 of those measures. 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then moving on, the next 3 measures, they sound like this. Ready, go. Okay, now we're starting to get a little notey, right? Lots of 8th notes and stuff. And that note is the first downbeat of measure 14 there. All right, so measure 11, then we have a 16th note hammer on there, 0, 2 on the G, so it's pretty quick. 1 E in, and then an open G, and then open G, 0, 2 hammer on the D, open G. And so we got a double up in there as well. 3, go. Ready, go. Back to the next measure, quarter note on the D string, 2nd fret, open G, strum, and then 3, 2, pull off. Okay, I'm going to use my pinky there. You can use your 3rd finger too if you can get it, but I'm going to. Okay. Use my 3rd finger that time. Alright, then so measure 13, again kind of bouncing on the G string and the D string here. A little cleaner on my end, ready, go. 2, ready, go, and. Those 2 measures, 3, 4. Alright. So yeah, watch your pick direction here because you got double up and double down on that measure 13. Down, up, down, down, up. All 3 of those measures. 2, ready, go. 3, 4. And it'll go right into that note. So you want to get used to that, connect those 2 measures for sure. Okay, you're in that 4th fret of the G. All right, next 3 measures. So